Dude, this is just another WoW show, and my name is Eric. I am 1/3 of your nerd on this show. Let me go ahead and introduce to you the other parts of that equation. With me, I have Trevor, who is critically acclaimed by Slight LOL as 100% man beef.
What? I remember that.
A little too loud there.
Slight LOL.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. 2 weeks ago when the last time we had a show 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yes.
I want to apologize now. Sort of. No, I don't really want to apologize.
Okay.
I was just saying that to feel good about myself, but I felt great about myself.
It is polite to apologize.
All right, then I'm wrong. Oh, and by the way, guys, we still have Andre with us. Andre, you can say hi.
Yeah.
We'll let you today.
Andre, yeah.
Never mind.
Wait. I had a little intro for him this week.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Leave me alone.
He's the man behind our curtain, our Wizard of Oz, the king of the Munchkins, Andre.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Nope, it's sticking now. Oh, wow. I like it. I really like it.
Well, guys, I just want to start this show off. Trevor, what have you been up to? How's been everything been going? I've been not home.
Man, I've had a busy weekend.
Yeah.
I just participated again in the Jared Allen Night Ops charity golf tournament to benefit the Wounded Warrior Project.
Nice.
Or not the Wounded Warrior Project. I'm sorry, to benefit Wounded Warriors. He puts on a deal every year. It's they go out, raise a bunch of money, and they help build homes for disabled veterans. So
that's awesome.
For an amazing cause. I got to literally get out there and yell at Chuck Liddell. I got a picture. We'll post it up on whatever we have to do. But
Twitter, whatever.
Oh man!
He didn't punch you in the mouth.
No, but I wanted him to almost, because I was like, can you imagine getting punched out by Chuck Liddell?
That would
I'd be in the
awesome.
freaking
That'd be a way to
ICU
go out
right now.
Yeah.
I'd like to. If you're gonna go out hard, right? Might as well. But how you been, man? What have you been up to?
I've been good, man. I've been busy with work, and also I have been reading the new War Crimes book that came out by Christy Golden.
Oh, I heard it was awesome.
I will not spoil anything here, but I am not exactly happy with it.
Yeah, I can't even finish it. It just does not appeal to me.
What? Ah, man.
Yeah, I listened to it, or I read it the day it came out, and then I also listened to it on Audible.com, and I liked reading it a lot more than Audible, just simply because I could read it at my own pace. But the overall, I just didn't. I thought it was great, the writing, like the way everything interacted, but I'll leave this for another topic, another time. But there's a lot of things I didn't like about that book. But other than that, thumbs up.
No, I'm just giving him a thumbs up.
I'm messing with the behind the
still
scenes
listening
man.
to you.
I'm supposedly the wizard behind the curtain, the king of the Munchkins.
Yeah, he's not doing too much fucking freaking wizarding.
We represent
Freaking wizarding.
the lollipop.
Freaking wizarding.
Other than that, I hit 561 on my paladin in normal
Played
gear.
Way too not enough, apparently.
Well,
Get the heroics already. God.
Actually, that's the one thing. I stepped out of my progressive raid team. I'm not interested in raiding Siege of Orgrimmar anymore. I just kind of had to bench it. Other than that, I picked up WildStar, which is another MMO that I think WoW should. I definitely am not going to continue to play that game after the open beta is over today, but they definitely had a lot of features that I thought were great for that WoW needs to steal, like they do with every other MMO.
I'll be honest, I never really heard about it.
Hey, you know what? When Eric told me about it, I started playing WildStar. I really liked the fact that they said, hey, you got 3 quests in this area. Go ahead and finish it. Oh, you're done with these quests. Now go to this area.
I heard
It pointed you to where you needed to go. It led you as you were going.
I heard it was like a little kid game in the fact that it kept you engaged and you felt like a little kid when you were like, oh.
No,
yeah, that's why I loved it. Everything was like, hey, funny. The entire time I was playing, I was smirking because there was just okay.
That's kind of weird. I say it's a little kid game. He's over here like,
heck yeah, I am a little kid. But
I took it the totally different way than that, but I'm just saying.
Well, look,
All right.
it's like Ratchet and Clank from what like Eric was explaining, and me when I was a little kid, Eric and I used to play all those stupid games, Crash Bandicoot, the
Gex.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was
Enter
trying
the
to,
gecko.
I was trying to remember that one.
No
Super
idea.
Mario Kart, all those little cheesy games, and then you
I never got to play my PlayStation. I was always grounded.
Yeah, you were.
I was an awful child, man. There's no
maybe you
way.
shouldn't have touched yourself.
I think that the game I played the most when I was a kid was Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
I was into that stuff.
That could be why you're so
That was-
violent.
That was before like first person shooters got good and cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing that with WildStar that I really enjoyed so much, the comedy
How
in it.
hot Lara Croft was. Oh no, we're talking about something else.
WildStar, yeah.
All right, my bad.
My favorite part of playing the game was when I leveled up, and they make it very like it's a lot of comedy. So when you level up, lightning bolts pop out, and there's like this guitar goes ding. It's like shit, yeah, you leveled up. Way to go, Cupcake.
The only problem is it only does that
So Mr. T gets on and calls you a cupcake?
Yeah.
Well, it only does that for the first level, though. I leveled up.
It does
a
it
few
every like increment. It does something cool. But the first one, it definitely like I hit level 10 and it said something else. I just don't remember what it was. It wasn't as funny as the first one. But like the whole time I'm playing the game, I'm laughing. There's a couple other things like the questing experience. One of the things that I had suggested to fix the questing in WoW was instead of having like go kill 12, Murloc elitists and then go kill 12 Murloc mages, they remove that and say go kill 100%, go get to 100% of Murlocs, and it didn't matter which ones you killed, just whatever Murloc was in the village of the area.
Just eradicate.
Yeah, just go kill a bunch of them, and depending on the difficulty of what you killed, a different percentage would be granted to you. So like if
so it's like the spoils fight, like the bigger mobs give you more. Okay, that seems pretty cool.
Yeah, and I would love for WoW to do something like that.
If I kill the harder elite guys, I get more credit. Then yeah, that sounds cool.
Oh, and the one thing that I wish they would do is there's like 4 side kind of jobs you can pick. I think it's a settler, warrior, scientist, and explorer.
They're like secondary. It's like a secondary leveling system.
Exactly.
It's called a path.
And
Well, I play a warrior
well, yeah.
in World of Warcraft.
But for instance, if you do say settler, you can go out in the world and get materials required to build certain items that actually benefit the entire world and other players at the same time.
That sounds like blacksmithing.
Yeah, it's a lot like you gather all this stuff, you craft things and build things. Like
I'm doing that in World of Warcraft.
I know what you're doing. Yeah.
I don't play WildStar. You guys are lame. I feel out of the loop right now.
Well, basically the reason that I got into WildStar and the reason I play any other MMO is because it's competitive business for World of Warcraft, and I enjoy seeing what WoW will end up taking away from them and what other aspects of other games I enjoy. So that when I go back to WoW, I'm like, man, they could really do this better if they did this. If they did X, Y, Z. In all honesty, I'm not a person that can play multiple MMOs at the same time.
Multiple.
What's up, Andre?
No, I can.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can. But I mean, I'm not one of those people that can play multiple MMOs at a time because I want to buff up and build up one tune.
Well,
and that's why
clearly,
I don't have any alts in
Mr. 561.
Right? Yeah. And that's why I don't have any alts in WoW really that I play.
By monks
See, I don't.
Not anymore, man.
I did away with all my. Well, I didn't do away with them. They're still there, but I literally stopped playing with them, and I keep falling more and more in love with my warrior again, which is funny because now these guys I started making them PvP a lot more, and we are having a blast at it, doing battlegrounds.
Blast.
We are smashing dudes, and we've been doing arenas. Been I don't want to say giving lessons because it's not really that. Just speeding them up on the
Ins and outs.
Yeah, the quick stuff. Like, hey, well, you should wait for that to do that.
Don't backpedal.
Don't backpedal, Andre. You can't run fast going backwards. Okay.
Chugga. No,
what do you mean? I'm still moving though.
Hey, as a priest and being in battlegrounds, I don't do a lot of arenas, so I don't have that experience of going 1-on-1 or 2v2.
He's
And
not
that's
he's
where
not
we're moving to.
backpedaling. He's moonwalking.
Yeah.
But not only that, now I'm getting better at using that Dispel Magic ability, which basically nullifies any casting class I go up against. And in arenas, that's awesome.
Yeah, that
Well,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the things the priest has.
Oh, there's tons of stuff.
But yeah, so obviously at this point, Andre's been playing WildStar. I've been playing WildStar. We've all been PvPing, and I'm actually going to change it. My item level is not 561 because now I am full-heartedly into PvP. I am 531. That is my new item level, 531.
Who rage quit
something.
yesterday when he got wrecked by 4 monks.
Okay, all right. So we're going to go into the arena right now.
All right, let's just go.
We're just
Let's
gonna go
into the
straight
arena.
into this
Let's
because
come on, bring
we're
it
not
up here.
gonna-
Bring it up here.
we're not
probably
gonna-
not even there. Let's go straight into it. Come on,
All right.
diving in.
All right.
Diving in.
So first off, I'm gonna dime out Eric. Let's just say I've never seen him rage quit ever. I just want to make that clear.
Shit, I have.
For the 6 years he's been playing the game. Oh no, before you defend yourself.
9 years.
9 years. For the many years. Wow, 9 years.
God damn.
For the many years he's played this game, I've never seen him rage quit. And since we've been friends since we were like 2 years old, I know when he gets mad. When he gets mad, he gets quiet and he gets like this really pissed off look. Well, I can't see his look, but all of a sudden he's getting wrecked. And I just don't mean wrecked. I mean some big ass train called a monk is coming over him and
Three
turning
monks.
Three monks and turning him into their little puppet bitch.
That's because monks are cheater pieces of shit, hack freaks,
Yeah. So
Exactly.
Anyway, so next thing you hear
freakers, smoke
is
freakers.
so we're playing whatever map you want. Capture the flag, minecart grab, anything you want.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, no matter what, when we see a monk, we just see Eric peel off. We're like, where you going, dude? He's like, I gotta get revenge. And then all of a sudden it gets quiet, and you see him die. And then he just doesn't say anything for like 5 seconds.
I don't
like-
need a healer.
He's like, and then all of a sudden he's like, dude, well, we lost that battleground, needless to say, because, when you don't play as a team and you can't play your class very well, you tend to lose. So, I'm going to get punched. So
I'm getting quiet.
Throw this at him.
No, I don't need a new phone.
so all
yet.
of a sudden
Throw
he's like,
this at him.
Well,
Wait, no,
that's
that's
actually
my food.
delicious. That's I'm not no.
Throw my coffee at him. I'm just kidding.
So he logs off. No, so we're like, all right, man, I need an hour break. So we all log off. Oh, if you throw that at me, I will cry.
Totem power.
Shut up, you like
So anyway, so we all log off, and all of a sudden we have that Google Hangout chat for our guild, and it blows up. The first thing I hear is, go on.
I rate like we were in this battleground and there was 3 monks jumping on me and they were just destroying me, just constant disarms, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. And they were training me in the sexual sense.
Literally.
And I got so angry and I'm like just swearing up a storm, and all of a sudden I just shut off. I just got quiet and I'm sitting there and I'm just waiting for this battleground to be over. And as soon as it's over, I'm like, all right, I need a break. I got up and walked away from my computer. I went and showered. I went and did some laundry. And then I sat down and just started reading articles and watching videos.
He had to rinse the blood off his sphincter.
And I just went diving deep into how will a Retribution Paladin take out a monk. An hour later, and mind you, I was blowing up our guild chat on our Google Hangouts. Probably 10, 15 messages of like different things that I discovered, and I was just basically writing it out for myself so that I could remember what it's one of those memory
Too
things.
long, didn't read. Come on. Can I get a video?
So I posted 2 of them. I then was like, you know what? I'm just going to share it with everyone since they're probably all going to be frustrated with monks at some point anyways. Might as well save them from this frustration. So I sent it to them all, and I walk away, and then I look at my phone, and all I see is, you got anger management issues, bro. And I'm like, but it's just, ugh. So then we get back into WoW. We sit down for the battleground, and I'm like, oh, monk, just fucking peeled off, ran over there, and started smashing every monk that I could find. And I went, in one battleground, I went 4-0 against, I went 4-0 against each of the monks in that battleground.
Yeah, to his defense, when the monks started ganging up on him like 2 or 3 at a time, Eric's like, get away, because I'm the healer. I'm trying to go over there and be all nice and heal him. He's like, no, you better get away. So he
I'm 1v1ing, man.
So he freaking like bubbles me and stuff, so I can't do anything.
You bopped him?
So I can't even damage these guys. And I'm like, fine. So I walk away. And these monks, you can definitely tell their guard drops all of a sudden because now they see Eric messing with me, and they're like, oh yeah, false sense of confidence right there. And next thing I see is he wrecks these 3 guys. Like, not even funny wrecks these
Wrecked him like I did in that duel against you the other day.
Oh god, dude, that was so
I
humbling.
smashed this clown. It was so funny.
I've been PvPing a ton now, trying to catch up in skill, and I was like all confident. I'm like, man, I've been top damage in every BG. And he's like, oh,
Hey,
cool,
bro,
man, let's duel. Let's duel. And that's always like every time that I get new gear or anything like that, he's like, oh, let's duel.
Duel banner gets dropped. Just boom.
Immediately, just fucking
Let's
boom.
see it, mo freaker.
So he drops that, and then we go into this duel. I kid you not, like 10 seconds, 15 seconds maybe.
It was quick.
Outside
I
looking
got
in, I
wrecked.
thought you were gonna rage quit at that point, dude.
I thought it was hysterical. To his defense, I dueled perfectly. Like I anticipated every single friggin' thing this paladin can do, and I just flawless, dude. I mean, to the point where when I wreck storm and he bubbled, I have my macro that shatters and it drops all my wreck storm, and it freaking as soon as he popped it up, within that 1.5 seconds, it was down, and I interrupted a heal, and then he tried to get away, and he ran off like a little wiener, and I still ran over and smashed the piss out. Oh, it was great. And he was like, oh, what, dude? And I'm like, all right, bro. All right, get some more gear.
It was totally humbling.
We definitely should have frapped that or something, because that was the perfect way.
We can do that not right after this, but in a couple of hours we'll start making some PvP videos to post. It's been a blast.
Oh, we're having so much fun with the guys. If you guys want to PvP with us, we need more people. We don't really need more people.
For RBGs, dude, we need at least 10, right?
I would love to do some RBGs.
I would too, but I'm not getting all those ass clowns that are like, oh man, you need what is it called? MMR or I don't know, whatever it's called. You need to have like a certain rating for people. I'm like, kiss my ass, man.
Oh yeah.
I just want to kill people.
Yeah.
The only rated battleground I've played on my Horde Warrior, I went in and these guys were like, oh, we're just looking for somebody to come in and do it. I was like, all right, I got enough gear. I go in, dude, top the damage. I got an achievement, the Battle for Gilneas All-Star. Where you attack a node and defend one, or you have to do that to 2 different bases. Oh, I wrecked this BG, dude, and just freaking tore it. I had like one healer that maybe healed me like twice.
A rated battleground?
Rated battleground, dude. I had so many killing blows. Like I was like number 4 on healer because of my victory rush, dude. And they were hitting. Oh man, I was just crushing dudes. It was awesome. I felt great. So. We need more people to do that. If you guys want to join us.
But at least with RBGs, we're not going to get those artard players that are just like, oh, I'm going to fight in the center of the map and just try to farm.
No,
people.
you still will.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
RBGs.
People are stupid everywhere, man. It just RBGs.
There's no limit.
I would just kick them. I'd just be like, you suck.
You're
awful.
Though?
Well, no, once it's over.
You just uninvite and build a new group. I mean, it's just like raiding. You just build your team.
I'll hate on everybody. Anyways, let's get into a couple of things. After obviously we're in the arena now. A couple of the changes to what's happening for PvP gear. And PvP gear in the item squish. And basically what's happening to your gear come patch, what is it supposed to be, 6.0?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is. It is 6.0.
Yeah.
6.0. Basically, just like we've always said, all your what are they called?
Item levels?
No, not item levels. Stay the same. All the stats are getting decreased. All of the health pools are getting increased.
Mm-hmm.
You're losing all your hit and your
expertise.
Expertise, right? That's what I was looking for.
Expertise.
Expertise. I couldn't think of it. What else? The new gear changes coming up in Warlords of Draenor. They're doing something that I think is kind of stupid and a little unfair, to be honest. They're actually making it where mythic raid gear is a higher item level and is better for PvP than the highest rated PvP gear.
Why is that stupid?
why is it not stupid? Why can't a hardcore PvPer that never raids? Why is it that his gear can't be better than the hardcore raider?
Yeah, but the hardcore raider is going to have more availability to do PvP, whereas the hardcore PvPer is going to have more gear availability.
No, he's not. How is he going to?
Well, he could just queue up for raids whenever he wants. As a hardcore raider, you're going to have to find a group, wait in long queues and queue up.
No, you don't. As a raider, no. If you're on if you're on a set raid team and you're raiding Mythic and you just happen to also PvP,
I think
Andre's walk into.
I think Andre's point though is that you can, if you are on a hardcore raid team and you guys raid Mondays and Tuesdays, or Tuesdays, Thursdays, whatever. If you raid Tuesday, Thursday, there's 2 days that you can gain loot. That you can get loot.
That's it.
And then for arenas, well, I guess you'd still have to have your.
In the end, okay. Once you get all your gear and you're completely geared out, whether it be in Mythic gear or the highest level PvP gear you can get at the time, Mythic gear is going to out-level it and outperform it.
The only reason that I don't have an issue with that is because of the amount of people that actually complete Mythic is such a low percentage.
Yeah, but why is it that those hardcore raiders are able to come in? It's like I think it's stupid, and I know there's a lot of high level PvPers out there that are going to be like, wait a minute, that's bogus. I should have the leg up because I hardcore PvP and he hardcore raids. I should have at least the same gear as this guy when I go to fight him.
Well, but look at it this way. I mean, look at how many. I hardly see, and maybe it's just because of our battle group and our server. I hardly see somebody full decked out heroic raid gear for Siege of Orgrimmar. Hardly ever see somebody fully decked out.
Well, that's because you don't do fully heroic Siege of Orgrimmar. Those guys aren't going to come and do LFR. What the hell would they do that for?
No. I'm not talking about LFR. I'm just talking about anywhere. Like when I try to sign.
Oh, I see them all the time, man.
Really?
Yeah. They're all over the place.
Trevor and I grouped up with one of our old raid teams from
they're
4
like
years
stupid
ago.
Geared.
Yeah, and their team really doesn't have. They're still struggling through normal mode. Like they're not like rolling it or anything. We wiped 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
So, but they still had some guys that had straight all heroic gear.
Geared as hell.
Yeah.
But and see that's my gripe though is like I'll raid. But I mean, each tier of rating should be its equivalent in PvP. If
heroic mode or mythic mode should be conquest gear,
right?
Or a separate tier for 2200 rated or above conquest gear.
But isn't skill level still going to define the end result regardless?
Skill's always the end
okay,
result,
all right. Let me break it down to you. If you're in your right now, what's the difference? Grievous and Prideful. The difference, and I let them 522 to 550. Okay, say you're in all 522, and I'm in all 550, or even if I'm at like a 540, like right now. Okay, if you're all at 522, I'm going to smash you about 99% of the time.
Yeah, but that's such a hold on. That's such a high item difference. That's not a good example. For instance, let's.
It's going to be like
mode is 588 right now or 581 or something after full upgrades.
Oh yeah, it's something. It's high. It's
like 20 almost. I think it's like 20 something
it's a
points.
Huge gap.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Oh, wow.
So, but I mean, maybe it's not going to be that big of a gap.
The item level jumps are going to be the same. They've already announced that the item level jumps are
so there you go then. I mean, if it's going to be 20 plus item levels higher, that's a huge.
Go up against
no, what it's saying is it's going to force a lot of these guys that are like really big in arenas and they're 2200 plus rating. It's going to kind of shoehorn them into going and doing mythic raids. It's kind of forcing people to go, which I don't think is maybe offer an item upgrade as you go further along with, because right now there's no item upgrade on PvP gear. You can't spend Valor on it. They need to make it to where if you completely cap all your gear, or even if you don't cap all your gear, you can use your conquest to maybe 500 conquest points, just straight, even 500 upgrades you 8 item levels on a piece of gear.
Oh, yeah. 500 total, 250.
Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah, don't do that. Break it up into 250. I think that's dumb. Why not? Everybody upgrades it twice anyways. Why not just make it a flat rate and upgrade the biggest you can?
Yeah.
But I mean, they're gonna have to do something like that to not force people, right? Because I don't want a mythic raid. I mean, I don't. It's gonna actually be difficult.
No, I don't.
And I'm too much of a weenie, and I'm scared. I don't want to do mythic.
Yeah, I have no interest in mythic rating as much as a PvEer as I am. Unfortunately, heroic modes just don't interest me. It just requires way too much time.
Well, what is it? Normal modes take you how long right now?
Normal modes,
clear,
a full clear is about 4.5 hours.
Yeah, so from what I'm looking at, I think when I looked at the last, and I'm just saying that for our viewers to give them an idea, but you know, if we're doing that normal mode 4.5 hours, you know, basically anybody looking at heroic, but we're probably thinking what 6 hours for a full clear, 6.5.
Well, my progressive raid team, they currently for the first wing of Siege of Orgrimmar, that takes them, I want to say like an hour and 15 with wipes and stuff. On heroic for the first wing, an hour and 15 minutes. On normal mode, it takes us about 40 minutes.
Yeah,
So it's almost double the time.
For what?
For normal mode to clear the first wing
Oh,
of Siege of Orgrimmar.
but on heroic, it's like.
So
An hour and
basically-
15
So basically, you're looking
Right.
at then really realistically 8 hours for a heroic. full
So
clear.
well, I mean, put that into perspective.
Something like that. I don't know.
Let's say that the next like tier of rating is just like Siege of Orgrimmar. That's just how much time you have to spend in those you know what are they called raids
Yeah.
in order to get like good gear for PvP. I just don't see that.
All I gotta say, heroic mythic guys, hats off to you guys. I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep mine on right now, but enjoy your guys' mythic mode. We will not be joining you.
Yeah,
No.
not unless you guys want to carry me, because
But see, well, what you know, the only thing I could see that would equalize the PvP gear and the mythic gear is
Quit
if
hitting
they,
the table.
Oh, sorry. Is if they doubled the amount of like honor and conquest points you get to equalize that, because if you look at it, you know, you run say a heroic mode in 8 hours. Let's just say you get 3 pieces. Well, that's still a lot better, because I know Eric and we just did PvP pretty much all day yesterday, and it took us, you know, let's just say on average 12 hours to get 3 pieces of gear. So I mean, you're
God, I hope I didn't play 12 hours yesterday.
no, these are
feel
rough.
bad for you.
These are rough numbers.
But when you're BGing and you're friggin' rocking it, 12 hours goes by quick, man.
Yeah.
Now these are rough numbers. I'm not saying this is what we actually did, but you know, as an example, you know, you put in 8 hours for heroic, but you know, and now you have to put in 12 hours for battlegrounds, and you may or may not get a piece of gear because you got to win.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna log in. I'm gonna queue up for what I want to do at that moment, and I'm gonna get gear, and I'm gonna keep wrecking stuff, whether it be raiding or PvP.
Unless a monk
That's
comes
pretty
over.
much it. No,
That's pretty much.
unless
yeah.
a monk comes into town.
No, not anymore, man. Come on, bring it, monks. Let's go. All right, guys. So this next segment here that we want to bring to you, this show this week, we want to support our friends at 11K Industries. This week, they 11K Industries, just real quick, is a custom computer case manufacturer. They're friends of ours that are making custom cases. You can see their current work that they have, their current portfolio at 11kindustries.weebly, weebly.com.
Put that up in the chat there. Let's
already
show
had
some people. We'll put a link of it on what's that called?
Twitter,
YouTube.
Gmail, whatever, Twitter,
Twitter,
Google Plus.
WeTube.
WeTube.
WeTube. Well, I just made a new website.
A new WeTube. I'm pretty sure they have.
It's probably something really kinky.
Kids, ask your parents before you can go to that website.
Yeah, make sure you're supervised.
So these guys at 11K Industries, I met up with them. We started discussing what I want for my case. We're discussing pricing at this point. It all varies depending on how elaborate you want your case to be. Some of the stuff that they've done previously are pretty crazy with LED lights, with custom machining on the case.
Oh yeah, I actually saw a couple of them last week, and they look awesome.
Yeah,
man.
they are fantastic.
They look great.
So I have a couple ideas that I'm running by them right now. So it all depends on how intricate and what kind of material I want them to work with. Is going to adjust the pricing. But these guys are great, and I'm excited to see what they come back with.
Right
Looking
on.
forward to it.
Check them out. 11kindustries.weebly.com.
I like that word, Weebly.
Weebly. Sweet.
So going into Where's My Loot, our segment about PvE rating whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that we were breaking into that anyways, might as well get
Yeah,
there.
we should have segued into this a little bit earlier. But anyways, so a lot of people are talking about the changes that are going to be coming to LFR. I sympathize with a lot of people because they're talking about how the change that they're doing is that they're making LFR and Flex or normal is what it's going to be called soon here. They're changing the loot tables for LFR. They will no longer drop tier pieces or trinkets that are rotation changing. Basically they're going to be it's going to be like dungeon gear basically. Like it's going to be a matching set. It's going to look cool, but it's not going to have any class like 2 set bonuses, 4 set bonuses, and so on and so forth.
And it's going to be barely better than actual like heroic dungeon gear.
Right. And the cooler talk, the dev cooler talk that they released a couple weeks ago.
The cooler talk.
Yeah, water cooler talk.
They're cooler and they talk.
So what they were discussing is that the type of players, they grouped all the players up into different brackets, and they decided that normal mode dungeon players are LFR players. They said that if you play normal mode dungeons and that's the hardest dungeon mode you can complete, then you're going to be able to complete LFR, and that's where you're going to go into. Then they're putting a carrot on a stick for you right now with the changes in the loot table. They're putting that carrot on the stick and trying to intrigue you into wanting to go into Flex and normal mode.
I already am intrigued. I might skip LFR this expansion. What about you?
Well, could you with this new?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Heroic dungeon modes are going to lead you straight into normal modes.
So you're going to be able to
Or heroic modes,
And just for our views, so you're going to be able to queue up normal modes just like you would LFR, but it's going to be
No, you can't really queue. You
so you're still
can.
gonna have to get the group together.
Yeah,
like
you
Flex.
can, but they're
Yeah.
creating a basically like Open Raid is now. They're creating a new interface where people can join up with each other and they can
Join up and
create
raid.
create
Well,
a
is it
raid
kinda
group.
like the other raids tab for the Celestials and stuff right
It's
now.
similar,
Yeah.
but there are added tools to it. So like you can't right now one of the toxic things about that tool is that people are looking to get carried through it. So they try and create groups with a minimum item level higher than their own because they want to be carried through the raid. So now they're creating a restriction that they're creating a tool to where you say I need item level people 550. But if you don't have a 550 item level, if you're at a 530, you cannot set that requirement any higher than 530.
Right.
So I think that's a great way to get people into
Yeah,
raiding.
heck yeah.
Because if people are trying to get their alts geared, they have to start at the beginning again and progress through.
Right, which is cool.
There is ways to get around that, but I don't really want to
Well,
give any people any ideas
That doesn't
because I want it to work.
right. But now, if you already have like a pre-made group, you
Yeah.
can be the stupid low guy on the totem pole, and everybody else be geared as heck. That doesn't mean you got to be the same gear as everybody else.
Yeah.
But that's just if you use that dungeon finder tool or that little raid finder tool.
Yeah. I think they call it Group Finder.
Group
I'm
Finder,
not
yeah,
positive
something
on the
like that.
name of it.
And for me too. And I mean, granted, I'm just as bad. You know, when I boosted a character and stuff like that, I was just thinking, I could just go in here and get gear. Realistically, I think the boosting is kind of for me. I've seen an entire dynamic change or demographic change in WoW in regards to players feeling more entitled to being able to do more things than what they can actually accomplish with their current gear score. Just because you got a 483 gear score and you can do Throne of Thunder or whatever it is, Mogushan Vault, doesn't mean you can actually do it.
Yeah.
You can queue up for it. But in my opinion, Blizzard kind of fell short on that. I think Blizzard should have gave him 463, not 483, and just let him do Mogushan Vaults.
I agree with that. One of the other things that I ran into, one of my friends just recently boosted. They just came back to the game, and I was sitting down with them, and I was trying to put him through the rotation of a paladin, and he was going through it, and I'm like, you're 483. Like, why can't you kill this thing? Why is it killing you? And you're following the rotation I'm giving you. And I was just sitting there watching him, and
Never
it
mind,
turns
you're
out
like 100 item levels higher than him.
Well, it was only like a level 90. It was a non-elite, and he was getting wrecked. And so I'm like, so I was like, okay, so let me go through your stats here. And I started looking at him like, what's your hit?
Yeah.
And what's your expertise? And he's like, 4%. I'm like, so Blizzard gave you a free level 90 that's not even hit capped?
That's why they're taking it out of the game. Even Blizzard's like, man, we don't even care.
Yeah, I was like, he's not even hit capped, so he's not able to kill this thing. And he's coming back to the game from 4 or 5 years ago. He doesn't know that hit cap's a thing.
Yeah,
I
probably
mean, he doesn't know what the percentages are off the top of his head. I mean,
No.
who does know what the percentages are off the top of their head unless you've read it somewhere?
Well, see, and that's the thing. Like when I boosted my monk and put him as a brewmaster or tank, I wasn't even thinking about that. I thought, they
He
boosted
boosted
me
a monk now.
Yeah, he boosted it last show.
like a long time ago, bro.
Oh.
Where
He just
at?
hasn't played it.
Yeah, because I made a conscious decision that I cannot do any melee class. I just cannot play him. I can't focus enough on melee. I have to be ranged.
Yeah,
So I gave it up.
He made a monk.
I
did.
know.
This Mo freaky.
I know. So
I wanted to jump on it just so I could smash him.
yeah,
Jump on it.
I'll let you one day. No, but what
Come
I was
on,
saying
I'll-
is I'm 483, and I went to the Timeless Isle. I did the nice thing because I had multiple alts. I could get a full 496 Timeless Isle piece. But instead of doing that first, I decided to queue up to LFR because I wanted to see what a fresh 483 non-reforged, even though they're taking that out anyway, is going to do. And I got...
I'll tell you from experience, none of them do anything.
Correct.
What are you talking about?
If you walk into like a Siege of Orgrimmar raid with 43 or Throne of Thunder,
Throne of Thunder, yeah.
then you're just awful.
Yeah.
If you don't do anything to that gear they give you, it is off.
But
Even the Timeless Isle gear is awful.
But see, that's my point, though, is because of all the new PvE stuff, because of that demographic change, in my opinion, I think Blizzard accidentally kind of shot themselves in the foot by giving a false sense of entitlement. Because when I played my Hunter to 60 before I boosted him as well, I was wrecking people at 60. The minute I boosted him,
Yeah, we talked about that last week, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we met 2 weeks ago.
but I mean, I'm just reiterating. The minute I boosted him, I lost all of this, sense of accomplishment. Now I'm just like this number.
Yeah.
And so I think they shouldn't have given. I think they with the boosting, they should have just put it back to 463 blue gear heroic.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say, let's give them 463 heroic gear, but now they gotta work to up to throw.
They have to learn their class and actually learn the
Like
game.
what you
from
guys
there
do.
Which
on.
and I guess that'll bring us in here is, if you want to get into heroic dungeon and to be able to skip LFR, you need to do the proving grounds. You need to make it through the proving grounds up to I think silver. If you can't make it through the proving grounds, which I mean right now it's going to be easy to make it through silver. If you can't do that, then you shouldn't be in heroic dungeons and you shouldn't be in a normal raid anyways. You
One of
might as
the-
well just go straight to LFR and be an LFR king.
One of the things that I've read about, so this is in Warlords of Draenor, they're requiring you to have completed Proving Ground Silver, before you can queue up in a certain spec. But
Epic.
that only affects heroic mode dungeons. It will not affect normal or LFR because
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And hopefully it brings a different caliber of player. I mean,
I hope so. Yeah.
if I'm gonna go in normal mode or like, well, I guess it's flex is normal mode. But if I'm gonna go in that, I don't want some idiot who just boosted his character. Well, I mean, at that point they won't be just boosted, but I want somebody that knows what they're doing.
Yeah,
Well,
and
see,
has at least
And
tried to
those are-
learn.
Right.
Well, see, for me, normal mode
Shown
dungeons should be
competence.
required bronze. LFR, the new LFR shouldn't require anything, but I think each step increase, like to normal and heroic, should require the next level of proving ground.
I don't think they require because the only way you can queue up for things is normal, heroic, and LFR.
Yeah.
After those three, there's no more queuing up for whatever you want to do.
Right. You
So-
have to.
So
But-
pe-
but you
basically,
can't-
once you get into heroic, try and go into heroic modes to go into flex or normal, then it's just assumed that you've gone through at least silver
Right.
because
right.
because they can look at your item level and say, oh, he has heroic dungeon gear, he has silver.
Well, I mean, you could go into a normal mode raid in your LFR gear because it's roughly the same as heroic mode gear.
Right, but they can.
I mean, but they can notice that and say, okay,
I don't
well,
know, but-
where's your silver? Or, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like if I'm
Exactly. So
running
there's-
if I'm running a raid, I would make it a requirement to have silver proving grounds or higher.
They do the role you
come the
wanna queue
next.
in.
Yeah.
And
now
that's-
I'd
and that's-
require gold.
As a
obviously.
leader of a group, that is your choice. That is
Right.
your prerogative.
And speaking,
I don't know
of
why I
that,
laughed.
And speaking of that, that moves us into alpha. If anybody's in alpha right now, I know Eric and I and Trevor are probably not ever wanting to do alpha or beta testing.
I have no interest in going to the alpha.
But as a side note, if people are in there and they want to shoot us any type of messages, what they're planning on doing, what they have done, that's great feedback for us because we know that, there's talk and you can interpret it 6 ways from Sunday. But realistically, it's what you can actually play, feel, see, listen, smell, kind of stuff like that is what's going to actually...
You smell your video games?
I do actually.
That's new tech, man. No, well, yeah, if you guys want to, show us what's going on,
email us.
Email us screenshots.
Yeah, just another WoW show at gmail.com.
Yeah, that would be.
And that way we can hash out certain things like, well, how are they really doing it? Are they really requiring proving grounds? Is it working? What's going on?
Well, a lot of that's not even out yet.
Yeah, let's not get too far into the alpha and beta talk because that's far off from here, and that's been one of the complaints lately is that alpha and beta have not been released yet. They have not been released yet, and everyone's complaining because they announced last month what they were talking about, and all the information that was data mined last month. They're complaining that they haven't seen a beta or alpha yet released to the public. And all I gotta say is calm down, just play the game, and just chill out. Like it's not that big of a deal. Like
just
if they're not
chill, man.
If they're not ready to release the alpha or the beta, then they have their reasons. Quit expecting an unfinished game to be presented and packaged to you. And I know that like Steam and all these other manufacturers, all these other game manufacturers are doing these.
Did you say game manufacturers or game manufacturers?
Both are offering things before they're actually finished, and it's becoming a new genre of games that they're the Kickstarters to where you're getting to test alphas and betas before they're actually ready. It actually kills the game for me because if things are too broken, I'm not going to want to play it. So if you jump into an alpha or beta right now, it could ruin the game for you and you won't come back to WoW because something's unfinished.
Well, here's a good
So let them take their time and actually finish the game and present it to us in that nice shiny box on December 23rd.
And another point, guys,
shiny box.
As an example, Heroes of the Storm, one of my buddies, Chris, got into the alpha, and I tell you what, Blizzard is getting way better. That alpha is the most polished alpha I've seen in decades. However, there's still bugs. The games crash all the time, so be patient. Blizzard is really good at what they do. Their alphas are smooth. Everybody's like, wow, Blizzard, you're getting so good. But like what Eric was saying, I am more than willing to wait till December 23rd for this nice polished box. And I know that whatever they release is going to be a polished product. Look at StarCraft 2. Look at Diablo. All of them, when they started in alpha and people started playing alpha, they looked polished, right? Well, there was stuff that nobody really previewed because...
And most people don't actually even, when they get into an alpha or beta, they don't actually report bugs or anything like that. They just want to see the game before they want a sneak preview of it.
I just want to start talking about the Night Elf female plastic surgery that's going on.
I want to know how your slide got invented.
According to this, Night Elf female models have recently had an ass lift, a boob job,
some Botox.
Face tightening, is that a thing?
I don't know.
Is face tightening a thing? It just
seems like they look younger now. It just seems like their skin just got pulled back.
Isn't that the point?
I just think maybe
Night Elves actually, in lore-wise, should be getting older.
What's the movie? In Men in Black, he's like, Edgar, your skin is hanging up your bones, and he's like, there, is that better?
No, but you got to remember, dude, elves lives for how long? Because of the light, oh shoot.
Not anymore.
Dude,
the trees burn now. They're dying.
I thought the Night Elf females
now.
were pretty hot beforehand. They don't really need to. They don't need to make them look hotter.
Well, that's the only difference, though. I'm just saying that from the current models, they didn't change anything on it. And the one thing that I wish they would have changed was the eyes. The eyes are so glowing. Like, if they're supposed to be nighttime people, it just doesn't...
silvery and...
Yeah, I want it, like, reflective, like, silver kind of,
that's creepy.
I know, right?
Yeah,
That's,
but
that's
that
what I
would be
think of when
more
I
of a
think
night
of.
elf, yeah.
That's
'Cause
what I think of as a night elf.
I
don't
think
think of
high
these
elves and
blue-
blood elves with the glowy eyes.
because they have so much magic in them.
right, yeah. But the night elves are just like they're night.
They're nocturnal
Well, look,
hunters.
I know
and
they're
they're
trees dead,
elves.
but don't their
Yeah.
moon wells keep them kind of unnaturally alive though?
Oh my
The
god,
what?
we're getting too crazy.
The moon wells.
The moon wells.
I thought the moon wells, because they're empowered by the moon, kept them unnaturally alive. I'm not really sure though.
No,
I'm
moon
asking
wells
the
are
Lord
just
King
kind of
over
like
here.
refreshing.
Let's talk about her boob jobs some more.
God.
Screw the light wells or whatever.
Look,
Yeah,
look.
basically, all of the models have gotten boob jobs, but the night elf one, that was like really the only thing I noticed when I was looking at it. They got
How
an
big her
ass
cans
lift.
are.
Well, not even big. They're properly proportionate, and they just got some nice shading on them, so they look like they have more depth.
Look, blood elves look awesome. They're way better than the
Night
night
elves.
elf.
No, I'm
Blood
waiting.
elf?
I'm waiting for, and I think Blizzard's kind of trying to change a lot, but I'm waiting for the blood elf model, the new male model
Yeah,
to come out, and
me
the
too.
human male model to come out.
Me
Those
too.
two are the two that. I mean, because I might, if the blood elf model doesn't look so,
Hey,
there you go. Hey, I guess that's PC. If it doesn't look so hey, then I'm gonna make my orc a
blood elf.
blood elf just for transmog purposes. I like to play my size Barbie when I play WoW.
That's what he calls a transmog because he sits there and dresses up his little
do,
dolls.
I dress up. He's like a little. My warrior's like a little dolly, and I'm
No,
like,
his-
oh, he looks good in
His
red.
obsession knows no bounds. I mean, he'll spend hours talking about his sets, saving extra costume.
Oh, man,
custom-
So I'm gonna use this.
You know my Mogget load. You know how like you make it, dude.
Yeah.
It's like as long as my screen is, and I'm like that. No, I like. No, I
So-
like this one. I could probably get a new Mog every day if I could.
So that's my. So what is your opinion on the sale going on then on the Blizzard store for the helmets?
I didn't know there was one.
There is a 33% off, so it comes out to like $10.
Oh, that's still not worth it.
Yeah, I'm still not paying $10 for each one of those, but $10 for each helm. There's 3 of them. There's the one no one really cares about, the red. I don't know, Power Ranger helmet.
Yeah, it is
whatever
a
that
Power
was.
Ranger helmet.
And then-
I already have the
The ice one.
yeah.
The like
That was
the
a
Skeleton
gift.
King ice.
That was
Yeah,
a gift from a
And
friend
for
of
all of
ours.
you-
Thanks, man. You know who you are.
It was his birthday
Appreciate
present.
it. Yeah, it was
Um,
awesome. Thank you.
And then the other one is like Hellboy horns, like Illidan horns, but they're on fire and they look pretty cool. But I'm
They were
still not
green.
spending $10 on them.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't either.
Is it really $10 per stupid home?
Yeah, it's too much for me for pixels, and all it is a transmog piece.
Yeah,
that new
I'm
mount,
not
I can
paying
see
for
the
that.
two-headed mount, but I mean, mounts are
No.
different. You can constantly.
I still wouldn't.
Have
buy-
you seen how that two-headed was it Iron Griever?
Hey, I
whatever?
haven't
Iron
bought it
Sky
yet. I'm
Reaver?
just saying.
Yeah, the way it runs, it looks so derpy. It
Hey,
looks
you know what?
so
The only
bad.
time I'm ever gonna drop money is when those Azeroth choppers come out, man. That's when I'm gonna start spending money for.
Nope. I'm not riding those snowmobiles Have you
no,
seen-
they're gonna be free, dude. They're gonna be free.
to the winning
To
faction.
the winning faction.
They're gonna be free to each faction.
Bull.
It's-
if the
it's
Horde
all-
wins, the Alliance will get a pity
They'll
thing.
get a
The
pity
Care Bears-
motorcycle.
The Care Bears will rise and storm.
I already know right now that the Horde is going to outvote the Alliance because the Horde has more grown adults than the Alliance does.
that
and
are
they're
actually
the
paying
ones,
attention to media.
exactly. They're the ones that are actually paying attention to these guys building a motorcycle. You little kids are like, oh, motorcycle.
And
I
if
don't
we've
care."
insulted all you little kids, well, just
Mommy,
go
give me
cry
your
in the
credit
corner
card.
because we don't care.
Prove us wrong and
I don't
vote.
care. We'll fight. I'll fight a freaking 10-year-old. It'll be funny too.
All right, guys. So one of the next other drops of news that they have is the patch notes for 5.4.8. Was not aware that they were going to release another patch, but it's not even really a content patch.
No,
it's,
not at all.
It's really just hot fixes and making things easier and nerfing things. And all I have to summarize to summarize 5.4.8. No!
What?
I am not gonna valor grind my way again. Like, you know, it's gonna take.
You scared me.
I know, dude. You like.
I thought you stubbed your toe. I'm like, why? You need a band-aid?
That's how I feel about
That was
this.
intense.
Can I get you
I
another
know.
diaper? I mean, what's the story, dude?
That escalated quickly.
that got out of hand, Brick.
So, But why, man? 5.4.8.
I stabbed a man with a
Timeless
trident.
coins to Valor coins. I mean, isn't that kind of cool though?
But it's still only
I
limited
ate
to
a big red candle.
Wow.
Oh, I ate your chocolate covered rabbit.
The Valor Grade, well, it's not gonna be that bad. I got on and I've been just trying to knock out the stuff to get my legendary, and I almost Valor capped this last week.
Valor capping is
without
not my
any-
complaint. Like, Valor capping is easy enough as it is. Increasing how quickly I can cap is just fine.
Actually,
Do it. It's cool. I don't really care. But here's the problem. I am not going to Valor cap every week for 3 weeks to get to the end of the legendary quest. And then on top of that, with them increasing, that's another thing they're doing this expansion or this patch. They're increasing the item level of all of your stuff. You can upgrade.
Upgrades.
Yeah, you can upgrade all of your Siege of Orgrimmar Timeless Isle
by
pieces.
2.
2 more upgrades, increasing your item level by 8. Now, if you do a full upgrade from a fresh item, you can now upgrade at 16 item levels. That, if you have currently fully capped gear, you now need 6,000 Valor, depending on if you have 2 weapons or not. 6 weeks of capping to get to the max item level. And
that's assuming you're not getting an extra piece of gear.
you're not upgrading
What's
something.
the reasoning behind that? That doesn't make any sense. That's just gonna
Well,
upset
that's their
everybody.
band-aid for the fact they're not coming out with new content for a little bit.
Well, it's a way. I think it's a way for them to nerf Siege of Orgrimmar without actually nerfing Siege of Orgrimmar, to where it actually feels like, oh, if I work harder, Siege of Orgrimmar will get easier because I'll get stronger by actually upgrading, rather than just going in and saying, okay, Garrosh hits 5% less, this guy hits 2% harder.
Yeah, but if you look at it this way, I have never gotten close to my legendary cape because I cannot sit and farm 1,000 Valor each week. Even 3,000.
That's because you have no spine. I'm just kidding.
No, even 3,000 Valor seems incredibly painful.
Well,
to me.
I mean, I capped my stuff, and in all honesty, when I got to that point in the legendary quest, when it was actually relevant, it was 6,000. And I completely just took a break. I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to focus on this. It's going to come in due time.
That's what I did.
Yeah,
And it was miserable, dude. It like put off my ability to get my legendary like by another friggin' 3 months.
Yeah, it slowed me down completely because at that point it's just like you have to wait. So like in one day you'll cap your 1,000 Valor, and you'll sit there and go, okay, well, progression on the legendary cape stops, like to where the other parts of the quest actually say like, go complete this dungeon or this LFR, go complete this LFR wing, and you have a chance of getting these items. So it's like, and those take a lot of time.
They still suck, man. The drop rate, man.
I know.
I'm so demoralized.
They're also increasing the drop rate on those stones and the sigils or symbols or whatever those things drop.
Man, stuff. Really?
Yeah, they're increasing the drop rate of
Dude, that's
all
stupid
of them.
because I've ran with 2 characters so far, multiple LFRs, and I
freaking quit.
and I still do not have 10 of 10, man. I am not. I must be the unluckiest guy in the world. So they better be increasing it by a significant portion because I can't even get past that.
The 10 for 10 one is really easy if you go back to the original stuff.
Oh, original
Yeah.
stuff.
If you go through the
It's
original
solo
stuff,
that. What are you talking about, man? That's easy. Just go in and hit the boss, and you'll win.
Yeah, just slap them.
Just hit the
He'll
boss.
just-
I
give
got,
you
I got
loot.
trolled last time with the whatever that place was with the dogs and the Houndmaster and stuff.
That was
You guys
awesome.
went through that?
Was it Scarlet Monastery?
Yeah,
Scarlet
Monster.
Halls?
It's not
I
going to
don't
happen
know one
again.
of those.
And by the way, guys, as a side note, apparently I must be the most gullible priest in the world because I thought you could run through that little onslaught of
Just
guy
bubble
with
and
the dog.
go, dude. We're challenge
Yeah, that's
mode,
all he said.
challenge
Bubble and go.
modes.
And I went and I bubbled and I got face rolled by NPCs.
Oh.
As we all stood there, dude, come on, hurry up. You got to get around the corner. Trevor's already down there. And he goes, oh, man, bubble. And he starts running, brap. And we're all just standing there by the boss, still looting him and talking.
And then the
dude.
amazing roar of laughter came by and I realized I
Oh
just got
man, that is
we
so fun.
we make it a point to mess around with each other.
Oh, and it's great.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
What do we? Oh, it's the if you go in, there's in Siege of Orgrimmar, right? If you before you kill Galacross, if you try to run past and go to Iron
Juggernaut?
Juggernaut, there's all these snipers up there, and I never even attempted it. And one day we go to drive or go up there, and he gets a little too close, and these freaking snipers shoot him and one shot his ass.
I was
and I was
bubbled
like,
too.
oh, good to know. And I turned around and walked my happy ass back, and he sat there all dead, and like, oh, okay.
I was like, what just happened?
And then the funny part was he must have had a brain fart moment because we were doing normal Siege of Ogrimmar, and he goes, "Hey, dude, come here. I got to show you this. There's this cool thing over here it's not in anything else. You got to check this
Not
out."
an LFR.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Oh, okay. Where's it at?" He goes, "Up here," and I'm like, "I'm not that stupid. I was there, dummy."
I
Try
totally
again.
forgot that he was there when I discovered this.
Well,
Yeah.
it was kind of like my Meteor Star Dragon Punch thing, where you're like, you uppercut me and I fly halfway.
Oh, that
across
was
whatever
funny,
Oh,
I
my
want.
epic dragon roar.
Yeah, we need to do more rooftop duels.
Yeah, so basically with the 5.4.8,
Yeah.
the 5.4.8, they're offering some new things, other ways to get valor. They're increasing the rate at which you get valor, and at the same time, they're also giving you you can turn in 3,000 timeless coins on the timeless isle and get 100 valor. They're still not increasing the cap on your valor, which is my complaint. That they just need to unlock the valor cap, because at this point
They should do it like how
least give us
arenas
1,500.
are.
Yeah, if you've achieved so much valor this expansion or up to this point,
Not
they
even-
unlock it to where you can get 150 or 1,050.
like
now.
the more you progress
1,500.
through normal mode rating,
Oh yeah, that'd be a good one too.
the higher your rating cap goes. Maybe
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just spitballing here.
yeah. It's just something. Just increase my valor cap.
Even if it's like, okay, if you once you kill Grush, or like for every tier that you unlock, it gets you an extra. Well, how much does one upgrade cost? 250.
250.
So each wing gives you the ability to get another 250.
Yeah, something like
You
that.
know what I'm saying? Like an extra cap, so you can get an extra upgrade just in case you get a piece of gear.
Yeah.
You can upgrade at least one piece of that gear per wing.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Right? Oh, look at that.
Or like a
Blizzard, you gotta
bonus,
start to
like
put me on the payroll.
oh, like a bonus. So like if
you're
you,
a bonus.
I'll show you my bonus.
bonus.
But if you complete, if you complete, Garrosh on LFR, you get bonus valor at the end of the week.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
at the end of the week, they go, oh, here's 500 valor because you completed all 14 bosses.
But only in like normal mode, not in like
I'd say flex. Like
no,
flex,
No, why? No, that kills it, man.
because it pushes the LFRs to get into flex.
oh, okay,
That would be my reasoning behind it. But also,
that would
I'm
be
not.
your carrot.
Yeah, that would be my carrot on the stick.
Your carrot.
So another thing that I believe in 5.4.8 that they'll be releasing are these two new mounts that they've been throwing around. One's a giant bug that looks like one of those AQ40 bugs that also has the ability to fly. And it looks cool, but I'm not going to ride around
Like-
on a bug.
What's it? What, Starship Troopers?
Yeah.
that would
yeah.
be cool.
That w-
I'm just saying.
I still wouldn't ride it, but I'd love to kill it. You want to put it in the game as something I can kill, then yeah. And the other one that they're releasing is the Meccano Red Horse, the golden red
if
horse.
they put a saddle like they did on the Hearthsteed, I'm gonna freaking kill them because this thing looks badass. The Mechno Red Horse, it looks
whatever
cool.
they want to call it. Yeah,
It,
I actually think I have a theory as to why it's red.
oh, let's hear it.
Because in Throne of Thunder, there's Animus, that boss that you're fighting,
Right.
and everything is being animated.
Aminated.
Laminated.
I'm a folio. It's aminated.
They're going to animate the red horse with the blood of Animus. That for after they killed him, all those orbs that were floating around the room.
Yeah.
That's what's powering the red horse. That's just me.
What powers the Hearthsteed?
Hopes and dreams.
Oh,
Are you serious?
that's
I
the
don't
reason
know.
the
Making
saddle
a
on
mount
it
because
sucks.
That I will never write that mount again.
Apparently, there's a battery pack in the saddle that runs the horse.
Oh,
Well, that's probably why I never ride that horse then.
oh,
Yeah. So that's really those two are coming out. So
9-volt.
I don't know.
I don't know.
So whatever the it's
probably an Energizer battery.
Cost, use.
So
Oh yeah.
also going on the topic of mounts, and we kind of touched base here a little minute ago. Azeroth choppers. Now they're on to 5 episodes now, and this is going to be a straight spoiler, but I don't think you're going to be too surprised. Well, you'll be surprised, but it's just not very entertaining. Azeroth choppers. Here's a summary of the last 4 episodes. You guys, Blizzard telling the Azeroth chopper guys, or the West Coast choppers, what are they called?
It doesn't matter.
They're Paul Jr. Designs.
Yeah, Paul Jr.
Hey, hook me
Designs.
up with a horde shirt,
Will you
man.
stop doing that?
You Motafrito.
We'll be talking about the slide, and you skip ahead.
We're gonna fire this guy. If you want a job at Just Another WoW Show, please email us.
Yeah.
What the stupid name was.
We're hiring good-looking women who have beautiful voices. I'm just kidding.
Why don't you quit complaining and just read the slide?
So, with the last 4 episodes, Paul Jr.'s designs basically was given a 5-week time frame in which to complete these bikes.
Let's do this because this is gonna be fun. You be Blizzard,
Okay.
and I'll be Paul Jr. Designs.
Okay. I've never done this kind of thing before.
It's called cosplay. Right.
Yeah.
All
right. So Paul,
No, I'm just kidding.
we are very excited to have you on this endeavor with us, and we think it's going to be really cool for the fans and everything. Now, there's a little there's one little problem.
What's that? What's it gonna be?
I'll tell you. It is totally going to blow your mind.
Oh man, we
Moment
can't.
for tension.
Next episode.
Yeah.
All right.
So then it goes. You originally had 10 weeks to make these 2 bikes, right?
Okay.
Now we need them in 5.
Oh, 5 weeks! There's no way. 5 weeks. 5 weeks.
4 episodes later.
We build bikes, but we can't do 2 in 5 weeks. Is 5 weeks. Hold on, guys. 5 weeks. Yeah, 5.
Okay.
No, seriously, 5 weeks. Can you do it? No, we can't. Okay.
Cutting into episode 3 now.
Let's go play WoW. We got 5 weeks to build bikes. You want to play? Go play?
Yeah,
WoW?
we want you to take a break from building those bikes that you only have 5 weeks.
Okay.
And,
Can we? We need a break.
Yeah, you
Working
guys.
hard.
You guys have been working really hard so far. You guys have made a gas tank,
Yeah.
and some spikes. So
Yeah,
you need a break.
working hard. We do need a break.
You need a break. So we're gonna fly some Blizzard guys down to you, and we're gonna bring you some PCs, and you guys are gonna go. Here's some free 90s, and go into arenas, and the Horde team's gonna verse the Alliance team.
Oh, okay, cool. So can we do this for about a week?
Yeah. Okay. So episode 4 now.
Hey guys, we only have 2 weeks to finish the bikes. Okay.
But I totally beat you in arenas
Kicked your ass.
with 2 hands on the keyboard.
You suck.
So then week 4 comes around, and they're still complaining about the time the allotted amount of time they had.
We only have 5 weeks. And isn't it funny that they still only have 5 weeks, like 5 episodes in?
I'm pretty sure
are
they
they
recorded
still on
the
day
entire.
one?
Yeah, they recorded the entire show in one day, and that one day
they
they
just all
built the
bitch
whole
about
bike.
the 5 weeks.
I'm gonna spoil it for you guys. In reality TV shows, I can guarantee you these bikes are built, and then they said, you know what? How much tension can we build? Let's
It
just say
almost
5
looks like
weeks.
it. I've literally not seen them weld a single damn thing. I have not seen them bolt anything. I saw guys freaking double fingering a keyboard playing WoW, and I have not yet seen
Dude,
them
that's
throw
what I'm
bolt
saying.
on a
Blizzard's not
motorcycle.
stupid. They
You know
had
what
this-
I've seen them do to the bike? Turn the horns one way and then turn them the other way and see which way looks cooler.
Yeah. Oh, and no, I did see. I'm sorry, I did see them. No, I didn't even see them cut off piece. I saw them go. That's not right, and then cut to the same video of the dude rolling out the freaking fender, and then he's like, "All right, this is gonna work," and then he's like lining up. No, it's not. 5 weeks, guys. We only have 5 weeks.
Look, that's what I'm saying, man. It's a reality show. Those bikes are already built. They're just doing this to maybe get more people to come in and play.
It's
I
the
just
whole
wish
point
they
though
wouldn't.
of any kind of TV is just entertainment, and so far the only entertainment I have is making fun of it.
Yeah. You know what though? I just want to look at the bikes. I think the bikes are cool. I want the freaking shirts. I want,
those are
the
cool.
Paul Jr. design, the nice little. I wonder if you could buy those. You guys, somebody's got to let me know if you can.
We'll
or not.
find out
Because
We
I
gotta
want
look-
one.
I do
want a
too.
Horde shirt.
Why don't you use Google? Just Google it, man.
What's
Come on.
Google?
It's a thing that you use for the internet.
The thing you use to search for totems.
All right,
Ah.
so going on to our next subject
Is
here.
that better, Mr. Complaining?
No, because we already talked about that one.
Well, that's not my fault that you didn't organize the slides better.
It's not my fault you don't pay attention.
You're 5 weeks, guys.
Already talked about that too.
Get your ass in gear.
I know.
Let's play some WoW.
So this here, there's a lot of things going on in WoW, and I've been enjoying the game. And oh god,
Is this our crybaby corner section?
This is our
cute
crybaby corner session. This is where we get to talk. Each of us gets to talk about one thing that we really want to bring up. And one of my frustrations is just the community that WoW has. One of my problems lately is everyone feeling like they have to do something in a video game. Like, oh, I'm gonna have to do LFR because if I want to progress in normal mode, I have to do LFR.
You mean my brother tried to tell me what piece of gear I want to buy last night when I just wanted to buy a piece of gear?
I'm about to go black chick on this. Bitch, you ain't got to do shit.
That was really good, dude. That was good. You,
Hey,
5
weeks,
guys. 5 weeks.
Get it together.
No, I totally agree with you, man, because Lyles went on this like 10-minute tirade of why I shouldn't buy a ring. It's like, really? I'm just going to do what I want to do.
You know what I say to that? Buy your damn ring.
I did.
Whatever.
Pull your man card
I
out.
do what I want.
No, my black girl was better than that.
Oh yeah. You got to go for a black girl for Halloween. That'd be.
I have to be Sully, and my daughter's gonna be Boo.
Oh,
How adorable is that?
that is adorable.
That's
I'm
pretty good.
excited.
That's
gonna
pretty
be
good. Well,
I'm excited.
He actually has a good idea every once in a while.
What was the villain in that? The snake chameleon.
Oh,
guy.
I don't know. I know there's
Sly.
Mike Wazowski. I gotta teach her to say Mike Wazowski now.
Mike Wazowski.
That was a terrible Boo.
Oh, it was that crab-looking spider dude and the salamander chameleon guy.
Yeah, I don't really care.
I don't know what they're called. But.
I was just gonna see if anyone else.
When do I get to start bitching about monks?
Right now.
Wait, I thought we were
5 weeks.
I thought we were talking about how you hate people that have to say whatever. You know, I have to do this. I have to do that.
Yeah, well, that's really all it is. My biggest complaint is just the community feeling like they have to do something in this game that WoW creates 10, 20 different ways to get Valor points. If you don't want to do dungeons, you can go spam, what are those quests? Daily quests. You can go do all sorts of different things to get Valor. If you don't want to do it, don't do it.
Well, what was your biggest motto, Eric, when you first told me when I came back to play WoW? Do what you feel like. Do what you want to do. Don't do what everybody else wants you to do.
Yeah. I mean, it's a game. You do it for your enjoyment.
And I picked the priest, and, what do you know? I actually enjoy playing the priest.
Yeah.
So
Trevor, what's bugging you?
I think we all know this topic. It's a sore topic. If I get killed by another cheating, lying, dirty, no good, filthy mother beeping monk, I'm gonna break my damn mouse.
Yeah.
So I thought Eric had rage issues, but
No,
No.
I cannot. And you know what? Maybe it's for lack of understanding, which it's probably mostly that. But I don't know. I just can't. Monks, man, take them out of the game.
What
do they do? Why have a monk?
The monk's abilities frustrate me so much because none of them are their own, really.
They're not. It's like
they have the fortifying brew that's a 20% damage reduction and also a rallying cry for 20%.
They're a Death Knight rogue, freaking
warlock, warrior.
Yeah, it's freaking
so they have
stupid.
dots, damage reflection, mitigation, buffs.
Dude, they do everything.
Disarms.
You know what? Look, and I'm all for all their abilities. I think all their abilities are pretty cool. I mean, they are. But I think they're over. Not really. In some senses, there's some things that are overpowered, but in some they're just overdone.
Look,
Put that crap on a longer cooldown.
In short, you should not have one class being able to do everything. Not even a druid can really do that.
The frustrating part is you have a monk that's going DPS, but he can effectively heal himself and tank all in one spec. He can do all three of them at the same time.
And not change. Look, this is my problem. If I have to go just all out on anybody, I have to sacrifice a little bit of defense.
Yeah.
You know, I have to change my type of shout, and then I change my stance I'm in. I got to take a little more damage to put out some more damage, and it's fine, you know, because I'm skilled and I know how to turn that around. But if I go all out on this monk and I get him down to like 10%, and he does his like transcendence BS, and he goes somewhere else, he can heal to full and come back and attack me while he's healing and being defensive, he's still at full health again. And then now that he's all defensive, he's kicking my ass.
One of the articles I was reading was talking about how monks, because they don't have any burst damage cooldowns, they basically
they don't. What the hell is that big ass tiger that jumps out and
that's the only one they have though. Yeah. And it's like a 5-minute cooldown or something. Okay, like
so then why? How is it they just throw down so much damage?
Well, that's what they're saying. They're saying that because they don't have a burst, they have a consistent damage.
BS is what it is.
And the percentage on that consistent damage is way more than a burst. Like it is way more than persistent damage should be.
So to get on this monk train, as an example, my brother and I, by the way, before anybody starts bashing us, we didn't care about a 2v2 arena combo. I played my holy priest. He played his subtlety rogue. And yeah, we didn't win a lot, but the minute we go up against any monk team, doesn't matter what the other class was, it was the monk. And it doesn't matter if they were a brewmaster, a windwalker, or a mistweaver.
Our follower here said just take off and run as soon as you see a monk, but I say nay. I am going for
I
monk.
agree. Freak Megs.
No, I cannot back down. I gotta go after him. I gotta find a way to kill him.
I'm not a wiener about it, man. I want to kill the monk, but you can't.
But no, to finish my point,
you kick my ass, Karma.
No matter what we did, no matter what we could, we both focused and we both used all of our CC cooldowns. My chastise, I even switched to chastise. I got rid of my instant heal. It didn't matter what spec that guy was. You were right, Trevor. He would just come back and wipe the floor of us.
Freaking cheaters, monks, man.
Because we could get him down to like 20% health, and all of a sudden he doesn't take any more damage. He just does his like flying serpent kick way out of our range, and now being able to heal us completely.
I got something else to bitch about too.
What else?
Monks. Stupid. The monks, man. And rant.
So, guys, I want to thank you guys for checking us out. That's the end of our show. You can go ahead and send any questions or comments to us. You can contact us at Twitter, and you're probably watching us at twitch.tv/its_jaws right now. You can see us on Twitter, the same place, its_jaws. Also, you can contact us where this video will now be uploaded to at youtube.com at Just Another WoW Show, and you can our email is also justanotherwowshow@gmail.com.
And also
I want to take a question from our recent viewer here who also agrees with me on how monks suck. Who's probably got one. He's probably better than me. So, Jew ass kicker. I was gonna try to spin it into something else, but there's no getting around it.
What's up, man? What do you got for us?
Yeah, I will take a question, and I know we have one from our email, don't we? Didn't we have one from our emails? This last? Oh no, that was 2 weeks ago.
I didn't see.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. So,
but when I stop getting lazy, though, I will get that podcast system going on. It's just I'm trying to find a way not to have to pay for it because it is kind of expensive just for podcasting. I don't know why in the world.
I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand why you can upload a video to YouTube for free, but you try and upload an audio file to the masses, and it costs you $20 a month.
It's because the
YouTube jump on it.
Well, no, it's because the podcasting services they all have these special features that we don't need. Like they have RSS feeds, but we don't need that right now.
Yeah, we do.
Do we?
That's how people subscribe to it. Is an RSS feed.
I had a question this week, guys. Now that we're in our questions and comments section, and it's not from Jew ass kicker yet, but I'm interrupting you and cutting you off because I think this is more important.
All right.
I had a question asked of, are we going to BlizzCon?
No.
No, actually, I tried to get BlizzCon tickets just to see how difficult the process was. And it hit 10 o'clock, and I had a little macro set up to refresh the screen and to click where I had found that the little spot would be so that my mouse would automatically click. And I'm just spamming the macro, just hitting there, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Top down one, select one ticket, hit go.
Nope.
And I sat in the wait for about 10 seconds, Actually, it was probably about like 3-4 minutes that I sat there in their waiting lobby, and then I got kicked out to the home screen. It said tickets unavailable. I tried both days, and I didn't get one. I had never tried to get a ticket before, but I never thought it was as hard to get a ticket as they actually make it out to be.
Yeah, Lyles and I tried to get a ticket, and we did the same thing you did on the first day. And then when I realized that, I don't know, seriously, I don't know how they get the tickets. I don't know if we had to, like, fly to California and be, like, right next to the Blizzard Entertainment, headquarters.
Well, that's not where you
have
buy
to be
them
a
from.
fast clicker.
Yeah.
Dude,
You have to have
I
a
had-
fast
I'm a
refresh
software
rate and
engineer,
all that
I
stuff.
had that thing refreshing at 0.001 millisecond or whatever the heck it is. And when I finally got in there, once again, I ran into what Eric had, and I got to like this queue even after I clicked my tickets, and then it said, "Nope, sorry,
Not fast
you don't
enough.
have anything."
So actually, though, that's
I couldn't
still,
afford it.
Yeah, I wasn't going to
Couldn't.
actually buy the tickets because I'm
do it.
sorry, I'm not spending $200 on a 2-day con. That's not including airfare or gas to drive there, plus hotel, plus food, plus
hitchhiking. What are you talking
bar.
about, man? Maybe you got to get inventive on your finding ways to get there with hitchhiking, but
The ways to get there, that's going to be the cheapest one is getting there. But like, I actually still wanted to talk to you guys about this, about actually still going, but not going into the con.
I say we go and we take Just Another WoW show with us.
Go mobile.
No, I'm just saying we'll just bring
5 weeks, guys.
He's not lying.
well, I know you're buying the stream, aren't you? So we'll be able to cover it from there.
We're down to 4 weeks and 4 days. Okay, 4 weeks and 4 days.
Better get on some WoW. Better learn how to do 2v2s.
Freaking stupid.
All right, guys. Well, from us to you.
Nerd on my doofuses.
Yeah.